Group 3 shootout winner after that. Box 5, Glenn Rounds is very quick to take it on Sunday.
Yeah, and of the options he had remaining, I can understand why he went that way. Look, I'm not going to take too long speaking about Aston Rupee. I think it's cut and dried. If the breaks go his way, he'll win it. It's as simple as that.
Aston Rupee, Troy, I'll come to you.
Absolutely nothing more really to add. If he leads, it's all over. If he sits close enough, he's going to put in a huge run. He just needs a bit of luck, but he certainly is the best greyhound in the race.
For the Dogs WA, what a terrific job Nambup trainer Adam Smithson has done here to get this greyhound to the Tab Phoenix 1, the Group 2 All-Stars along the way at Cannington. This is a big ask last box that was available.
Yeah, enormous ask. Again, I had a chat to Ned, who's his caretaker trainer on track. He's very happy with everything he's done. He knows that he needs a little bit of luck. In fact, he knows he needs a lot of luck. Ned was sort of saying that he thought his best hope was possibly to even miss the kick and duck down to the fence and pick runs that way. Great story. Can he win? I wouldn't have thought so.
Sandgropers.
Yeah, look, to my heart, the Sandgropers. So, I'll be cheering slightly a little bit.
We've all got a touch of it.
But look, Adam Smithson, great young trainer from a great family. His parents were very, very good trainers as well. Vice Grip. Look, he's done a fantastic job to get him to this point. He's going to need luck in the running. Is his quickest early quick enough? I'm not sure, so I'm not sure where he's going to land in the run.
For Tab, went best of the night on Melbourne Cup night, 29.17, did True Kalinda. Gia Phoenix had sit very nicely on the mantle at the Thompsons.
I think we can now say she's the forgotten dog of the race. She's $16. She's almost equal price to Vice Grip and a slightly longer price than Spotted Elk. I think she's got a much better chance than both those greyhounds. So as it stands, I think she's the value.
Righto, on to Sports Entertainment Network's slot. Cranbourne and Melbourne Cup champ for Lara conditioner David Gill. Troy, I'll come to you.
Yeah, look, question is, he's got the pace. We know he's one of the quickest dogs out of the boxes in Australia at the moment. Can he cross, and will anything in the inside hold up? If he gets across, he's going to be putting on an almighty pace, and then it's going to be a challenge for someone to run him down. Someone's going to have to sit close enough to him to catch him. Whether they can, I'm not completely sure, and he could be the richest greyhound we've seen.
Koblenz to go past $1 million with.
Yeah, look, I think he is the most likely winner of the race for me. And look, I know as well as anyone the stats against you winning big Group 1 races, and we'll call this a big Group 1 race from box 8. They're stark. But he's the dog that can do it.
Pat, who have you got there in the parade ring?
Thanks, Mark. Let's carve through them. First of all, closest to me, David Gill with Koblenz. And Dave, the wide draw, it's probably less important for one who begins so well as what he does. What's his week been like, and I guess how are you feeling at the moment?
Yeah, everything's gone good, Case. Yeah, haven't missed a beat, so just got to hope he can get over. Yeah.
And both of you are no stranger to these big nights. It's a bit of buzz in the air, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a massive night, isn't it? Yeah, it's just the place is rocking from the time I pulled up. Still going, so yeah, hopefully we can pull it off.
Good luck.
Thanks.
David Gill there. Next we'll chat with Jack Smith, who won the race earlier on with Orinka Riley. And Jack, your boy Jungle Juice, he's been supported in the market. From your point of view, what chance is he of winning the race?
He's third favourite, I think. That's about it. Like, a few weeks ago, I'm looking to do a bit of middle distance racing. So, to be fair, I've freshened him up. Whether that's worked, we'll see.
Time will tell. Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
Jack Smith there with a quick comment from Glenn Rounds. Glenn, he's been awesome early in the week in a trial. Tonight, box 5, big crowd. How do you feel about him?
Oh, he'll be fine. He'll handle it, and I'm sure he'll go well. And we just need him to step cleanly, and I'm sure he'll do his best.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Glenn Rounds there. We'll now go to Ian Gilders, who's got Billy Creek. And Ian, this is the biggest race you've been a part of. What a buzz.
Yeah, it's a real buzz. Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Next up, we'll chat with Ned McDonald, who's the caretaker trainer for Vice Grip. And Ned, it's going to be tough, but, I mean, what a stage.
Yeah, you got to be in it to win it, so just need everything to go right.
Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
All right, Graham Elk. Next up, Graham Hall, I should say, with Spotted Elk. And Graham, the couple of trials that she has had, she's improved on the second one, third up tonight in a race. How do you think she's going to go?
Well, let's hope she finds a bit more, eh? She'll need to.
And in herself, as she's turned up tonight, she seems ready to roll?
Yeah, she's fine, yeah. Yeah, no, she settled in well, so took a while, but she got there.
Good luck.
Cheers, sir.
Graham Hall there with Spotted Elk. Next up, Jackie Greeno's got Wow, She's Fast. And Jackie, she's on the big stage so early in her career. How's she handling it, and how do you think she'll go tonight?
She likes the people, so the more the merrier. She loves the cameras, and she's had them in her face since she started it.
That she has. Good luck.
Thank you.
I think that's covered us all, guys. I've spoken to everyone.
Yeah, terrific, Patch. Wonderful. Thank you for your insights there in the parade ring ahead of the inaugural running of the Tab Phoenix. I'm joined by Jason Lincoln and Troy Iwanick. Let's get into our selections for this race, Wiz. You're leading us off.
Yeah, look, it's always good to tip the winner of the first. We were lucky enough to find the first MDC winner, Mark, so let's double down here. Look, I'm going with Koblenz. I was with him before the box draw, and as I said on Active, there's nothing that happened on our past Sunday that's made me want to change my mind, to be fair. I think he can hum off the draw and set the race up. Jungle Juice is perfectly boxed on the inside. If he does everything we think he'll do, Mark, he'll cross the red and he should get a good run inside the white at the first turn when she just pushes up the track a little bit. Aston Rupee, well, he just needs no bad luck. If the brakes go his way, of course he's the one. And as we spoke about on Active, the forgotten dog of this race is True Colinda. She's now $17, Mark. I think she's over the odds. If she can nail the jump and land handy to Koblenz and what we saw Melbourne Cup night, she'll run him down. But Koblenz for me in the inaugural.
Troy, on how the box draw came out, it was Cox Plate style, if you will, where Connections got to choose their box. They went in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7, 6 order. Your numbers here for the Tab Phoenix.
My numbers are 8 on top. Koblenz, I think he's got the room, the pace. They picked this box for a reason when they had the last 4 options. I think he becomes the richest greyhound in Australia tonight. 5, Aston Rupee. He's just got to find a spot. We all know if he's in front or he's near the lead, it's game on and it's going to be very tough to hold out. Third, I've gone Jungle Juice. I think he gets the best run into this race out of all runners by sitting on the fence in front of the red. And then third, Spotted Elk. Running a quick sectional like we know that she has trialled, if she can do that here and put herself into the race, I think she gets herself every chance to run a super race as well. It's a tough race. I do have an inkling that there could be a rough winner here where something could change and there could be a bit of trouble. That's been bugging me all week, but I have got Koblenz on top.
Patch, plenty of cheers from the punters and the fans here as they watch these 8 athletes go to the 525 metre start at the Meadows. $750,000 to the winner. Your numbers?
I'm with Jungle Juice. I think he's the best drawn greyhound in the race. He should beat out number 1, Billy Creek, and therefore he puts himself in a pretty strong position. Just a matter of where the real quick ones are, like Aston Rupee from box 5, who I've got the second. He gets the breaks. We know how quick he is. He's an absolute force. Third, number 8, Koblenz. One of the best beginners in Australia. The challenge for him tonight is the wide draw. He's got to cross them early, and then wow, she's fast for 4th. But on with the juice. Mark, get on the juice, Jungle Juice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quickly before you do your thing, Mark, what do you like?
I like Spotted Elk, but for a lot less than what you guys like. You're on top greyhounds. I'd love to see Graham Hall and the cult following that we've created. We'll all look back if she wins it and go, first Phoenix was taken out by the Elk, which I think we made on Sky Racing through the pen on our Thursday night coverage and through all of our live hostings. Best of luck to not only all of the greyhounds to get around safely, handlers, trainers, Connections and slot holders for the first ever running of the Tab Phoenix here at the Meadows. Up to the Hawk.
Tab Phoenix. Moving in, Billy Creek in 1, Spotted Elk 3, Aston Rupee the favourite in 5. True Colinda in 7, Jungle Juice in 2, they're moving in well. Wow, she's fast, nice grip and Koblenz on the outside. The green light is on. Stand by for a start from the Tab Phoenix, the inaugural running of the race. Set to go. Ready. Racing. Aston Rupee jumped away away fast there. Spotted Elk delete settling down. Koblenz handy, followed by Wow, she's fast. As they turn to the back, Aston Rupee is about 5th in the centre. As they turn down the back straight, and Spotted Elk was the leader. Went down the back about 3 in front. Wow, she's fast though, followed by Koblenz who's 3rd. Over to the inside, then Jungle Juice, followed by Vice Grip, and then came Aston Rupee. Out to the tail is Billy Creek and True Colinda turning for home though. Wow, she's fast takes over, and Wow, she's fast is coming away to win the Phoenix. Second spotting out of Spotted Elk, and 3rd is Koblenz, and they were followed by Billy Creek. Behind them then came True Colinda, followed then by Aston Rupee, and out to the tail running Vice Grip and also Jungle Juice, and the time is around 29.69. What a run!
Overall Phoenix, Jackie Greeno, people have doubted her class. No doubt about that tonight. What a thrill.
Absolute thrill. She just, when she missed it a little bit, and I thought, oh, but she got a clear run through, and I thought she's chasing one that's not real strong, so please keep going.
Kelvin had some doubts about her, given where she's at this stage of her career, but tonight's got to be a reflection of the steps she's taking to become one of the sport's best sprinters.
Yeah, that's a huge step for her. Like to front up against dogs like that, and she's only had half a dozen starts is fantastic.
and a fair cheer from the crowd as well. I mean, we've heard some big cheers in the past, but I mean, that was huge. What a noise to hear at a greyhound track.
Yeah, when I waved to them as I went past, I thought, oh, I shouldn't have woken up the monster, and I did, but they were great.
Loud and proud. She's been terrific tonight. To you and Cal and the whole team, congratulations.
Thank you, and I'd like to thank Sportsbet. They've been wonderful through this whole thing. Absolutely wonderful they are.
Jackie Greeno there after Wow She's Fast takes out the inaugural running of the Tab Phoenix, Mark.
Yeah, and very well done to not only the Greenos, but also the slot holders in Sportsbet. They put their faith in this greyhound very early doors. When we interviewed Kel on the catching pen, he came out and said, we've already had interest. And that was after the first start, Jason Lincoln. And they've come away with the biscuits here in 29.655. 5:03 the first section for Spotted Elk. Was brilliant away. Wanted to get off, but was much better than her 2 trials. Has ended up running second. And in for third will be 8 Koblenz. Couldn't get across early. 1 Billy Creek's run 4th.
Brilliant.
Outstanding, but what a result. Wow, She's Fast at $11 and $3.30.
Well, look, if I've heard a bigger cheer on at a greyhound meeting, I can't remember what it was.
Stanley Road,
like
probably the only thing that comes close for mine.
Yeah, but not even. That was raucous. It was not like that. They were absolutely mad for it, the boys. When she emerged a second up the back, it was pretty obvious she was going to win. And when they all cottoned on to the fact she was going to win, my God. So they put a little fence around them. The fence is in about 15 different pieces along the ground at the moment. And look, who can blame them?
They were literally jumping out of the grandstand almost. The celebrations, amazing. It was incredible to watch. This is what the story is all about. Many of those people may be new people to the sport, and this is fantastic to see. The only question I've got is I hope they don't want to get on the dice and get their photo taken. It's going to be a long procession if they're all going to want their photo.
Yeah, indeed. No, well done to Jackie and Kel Greeno, taking out plenty of feature races in their time and just lobbed in the ideal position. Let's talk about the race and how it unfolded. Jason Lincoln, Spotted Elk. Yeah, 187,000 odd going the way of greyhound welfare, which is a wonderful commitment by Sportsbet. They have to be commended for that. But just on how the race unfolded, Spotted Elk was brilliant away in against some very, very elite greyhounds.
Yeah, well, she did exactly what we thought she'd do, and she began well, shifted up the track. But the dog that we thought would be in the slot that Wow She's Fast was Jungle Juice. That's how we mapped the race. Well, guess what? He came out behind the others, and that spot had to be filled, and it was the girl. And once she was there, we know how strong she is. I think we've been, well, I know I've been on record as saying when the day comes, they step her up over more ground, she could go down as one of the greatest stayers ever. Well, guess what? She's just won the first Phoenix.
Yeah, absolutely. At start 7.
It's incredible.
Start 7, Troy.
Yeah, look, it's remarkable. The story about top 4 stories are remarkable. Wow, She's Fast for the age and what she's done, the step up in class. She takes home the $750,000.
And the Melbourne Cup winner, Koblenz, despite not getting across, has still been very good to manage to beat the rest of the field home to run third, Patch.
Yeah, big run from him. I mean, he just battled to get across with so much happening on his inside, and from there, it was going to be quite difficult for him to win. I mean, he was Spotted Elk. We know she weakened in that most recent trial she had, so that was where the window opened for Koblenz. But in the end, Wow She's Fast, way too close. And look, she's, as you said, Mark, she's had 7 starts now, and she's got over $700,000 in prize money. And let's look at her age. She's not 2 until February. So, Wiz, I wouldn't have thought in open top echelon features like this that many greyhounds would win that aren't 2 years of age.
I would have thought very, very few in my time. Look, yeah, have dogs won Group 1s before too? Yeah, absolutely. In open company like this, not too many come to mind. I mean, the dog I always think of when we talk of lightly raced dogs achieving big things is Canton Bale. I mean, he kicked off his career in a heat of the South Australian Derby. That's how good Graham Bate thought he was. And I think he won the Melbourne Cup at start 8 or 9 or something. So she's, I mean, that's the sort of standing where she's put herself now. So that was brilliant.
Yeah,
just
fantastic.
Quickly, and congratulations to Cal and Jackie Greeno. They do a fantastic job, and to have that greyhound prepared tonight to come out and run in this class of a race, they've done a remarkable effort. And look, she was the one that we weren't expecting to get the spot. We weren't sure where she was going to land, and she's got the beautiful spot.
Looks like Peter Duncan knew who the winner would be.
Well, I was just about to say the synergies around Peter's dress, but also the blue rug just fortuitously turned out that they were fourth pick and they were going to go closest to the draw.
They're the blue team. I mean, yeah, obviously we're in opposition wagering wise, but they deserve to have their name said. You know, they're putting 190 grand towards Gap Sports Bet, and they've rocked up with a massive team on track here tonight, and they've added massively in a big way to the colour of the night.
Now, boys, we can use all the metaphors in the world. She's scored 100 on the international stage. She's won the Brownlow medal in AFL parlance, won the Dally M, whatever you want to call it. She's stamped herself tonight as a greyhound for the future that, well, we hope will be winning better races.
She may never have to win another race, Mark. I'm sure they'd be pretty happy, but yeah, look, I thought they'd have been aiming her at a race like the Sale Cup in about in a couple of weeks' time, but I'd say they'll have different goals in mind for her now.
Of course, we have heats of the Sale Cup tomorrow, which will be very exciting. Boxing Day, that traditional Boxing Day Group 1 before the Silver Chief. So, look, what an unbelievable amount of greyhound racing, good greyhound racing we have, and what a fitting result for the club. I have no doubts that the Meadows will be very happy. They would have been happy with whichever dog won the race, but to say that the first running of the Phoenix was taken out by a star that will probably go on to win bigger races is marvellous.
Well, look, I think the whole point, like we kept saying the whole night, this race has been put in to create atmosphere, to create interest for people that may not watch greyhound racing and may not know about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, guys, we've spoken Spotted Elk, we spoke Koblenz. We've got to go back to Billy Creek, running fourth in the Phoenix for Ian Gilders and the GBOTA in New South Wales. That's as good as winning for Ian, I reckon, Patch.
It'd be a really nice drive home for Ian. I mean, when he goes, what suburb does he live in?
Beryl.
Beryl, which how many people live there?
25.
Well, they should all be out the main drag as he turns up Ian Gilders, because
ticket date parade.
Big achievement for Billy Creek to be his first city winner to qualify for this race and then run fourth, which does still carry a significant amount of prize money. He's done a terrific job.
Yeah, and it's unbelievable that this has happened. I know those few of those louts there. They tried to take home a Group 1 trophy on Australian Cup night a couple of years ago. Jason Lincoln thankfully was there at the gates to stop them, but they get to take home the Phoenix and they can take it all home together. They can have a piece of it each.
You were close. I think it was Tornado Tears, the Superstars. That was the trophy.
On Australian Cup night.
Yeah, on Australian Cup night. A couple of the boys got up onto the presentation dice. No one knew they were. They were in the photo. I remember talking to Rob Britton. He's going, I don't know who these guys are, but they look happy. Anyway, yeah, one of them tried to pocket the trophy. He didn't make it to the gate.
Security's been enhanced.
Security.
Well, I reckon those same blokes are right on the stage now. So best of luck to them.
I think I remember.
And I hope they had something on too. $11.
I remember, sorry, just to go back to that incident, I remember Rob saying I thought they were sponsors. As a fan of our Superstars, he's a sponsor.
Unbelievable. No, that's the result of the Tab Phoenix taken out by, wow, she's fast, and what a future that lies ahead. It starts 7, winning a $750,000 to the winner race. Righto, on to race 9. On to race 9. Well, we need to win 2 of them, don't we, Wiz? Yeah, there's some great greyhound racing. Not only in Victoria, but New South Wales coming up next month, which should be eligible for a futurity next month. And if she has a couple of looks around Wentworth Park, she'll probably be very hard to beat. Just back to, wow, she's fast.
Not a bad issue to be in. Where do you go with her next? I mean, you've got so many options, and it's not a bad spot to be in after coming off a $750,000 win.
Can she go to the Silver Chief?
No.
No, they're for the male dogs.
So, yeah, but in terms of, do you step her up? Do you keep her running over this trip now? There's so many options for
futurity next for her.
Yeah, it could well be. So actually, you'd think I'd know the answer to this. So the girls can't go to the Silver Chief, but they can go to the maturity.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
So the female version, female version of Silver Chief is the Laurel. So
the Laurel.
Targeted much bigger fish to fry and done it.
Yeah, so I mean the heats for the futurity are in a couple of weeks at Wenny Group 1, her own age. So yeah, that may well be the next starting point for her.
And what a good thing is as well, I know there was huge offers for this girl when she had her first, second, third start, and the answer was always no. It's because Greg Sprott and Tyrone Whittington, they're in it for these moments. So what I love about the sport and where it's at now, because of these races that are worth so much, there is no value to pull the pin on a career early on, because there is so much opportunity to keep going in racing, which is good for the fans as we're greedy. We've had some stars retire really in the past, and you think, oh, what a shame. But it doesn't seem to happen as much in the last couple of years.
Just before I let you take it away again, Mark, because I know you love your breeding. You love it.
What are we
I just think
with
it's
here, Wiz?
fantastic for my bro Fabio. I mean, I think he's one of the saddest losses to the industry. I know he doesn't get the results of Fernando Bale, Barcia Bale and co, but what he brings as a sire is he brings stoutness and stamina. If you've got a my bro Fabio, you can be almost guaranteed they'll get 500, no question at all. And there aren't too many sires like him that have that sort of brand mark that, you know, they're going to add some bottom end to your fast pitch if you go to him. And yeah, he's done some great things, my bro Fabio. I think he's a very, very underestimated sire.
And I just want to mention her mum as well, Farrah Faye. She was owned and trained and bred by a man called Peter Craig. He's the president of the NCA down here in Victoria, and he'll be tickled pink with this result. He'll be so proud of his girl. She'll be at home. Tickled blue. Sitting there with him, tickled blue on this occasion. So congratulations to Pete there as well. Yeah, well done to everybody involved with Wow She's Fast. And it is, well, I do want to make a special mention because we did speak to Kel Greeno on the catching pen, and that was one of the first questions we asked when it was kind of a bit embarrassing to ask that question. You don't want to get it wrong, especially myself, when you ask him, do you think about a Phoenix when you go 29.09 on debut? And he said, well, yeah, we've actually just had a call 10 minutes ago saying that there's interest in the greyhound. And again, look, hats off to Sportsbet because they've stuck with her when it's been a long process and a lot's happened between then and now.
Yeah, agree.
They put in the phone call then and there. They committed then and there. And as Jackie said past the post, that they've been very good to deal with. So kudos has to go to one of our rivals, I guess. And well done. But I want to make special mention that we managed to pick that one up on the catching pen and was then broadcast everywhere through GRV channels, etc. So that's the inaugural running of the Phoenix, Jet.
And they had opportunities too to pull the pin. I mean, a lot of people were saying, why would you go with her? Because she didn't stand up, and like, she's just won restricted win races, went to the Melbourne Cup, didn't stand up. But they've stuck fat the whole way through. And now they got the rewards. And as well, that's why the Greeno team is so, I guess, satisfied with the dealings they've had with them, because they've stuck with them during periods where she did look vulnerable. And even leading tonight, she probably was for a lot of people.
Yeah, and we did hear Kel Greeno say after the Melbourne Cup heat run that she'll come better from that series.
Yeah.
And she'll take a lot from that. And clearly we've seen that tonight. And, you know, I think we were all watching that race live, and when she snuck through and on the fence and loomed into second off the back, everyone was looking at the same time going, geez, this looks like the winner. We're about to see something special here. Then we had all the boys behind us raise of one and cheer her home.
Yeah.
That was an unbelievable moment. And that, look, this is what this is all about, this excitement, this build-up. It's been incredible.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, exactly what you're saying, Troy. The guys here from Sportsbet, the big crew here, they'll go to work on Monday. Everyone who is here has had a terrific experience at a greyhound track. And that's exactly why the event was put together, and that's how the sport grows. People have these experiences, and it has been a long ride over the past month or two as well, the whole process that they've been through. But, I mean, it's a great result.
Well, it's the word of mouth, it's social media. These guys have probably got Instagram and Twitter and everything else, and they'll be sharing with their stories with their friends.
Yeah.
Have a greyhound track, having a great night, and next time they're talking about going out somewhere or doing something, they'll consider coming to a greyhound track and watching a race.
And wherever she goes around next, where she's fast, I'm sure the whole joint will be tuning in.
I can guarantee they'll be following her from here, especially if they've had $1 each way, because she paid a nice little price as well. So winning all around in that sense, and that's what this race was designed for, and that's what it's hopefully brought to the surface.
Fantastic stuff. Well, the first running of the Phoenix, there we go. We have race 9. We still have 4 winners to find, Jeeps. So we better get into that task, and Jack's Bale here has been quite well supported. Jack's Bale currently showing $1.95 here. For the Tab Long May We Play final, $1.95 from 2:30. Andrea Daly trains this greyhound. Great to see, well, those shots first and foremost of Jackie Greeno with Wow She's Fast, and she's just exactly that. Those pictures will be showing for years and years to come, which is a brilliant thought considering what's ahead of us, not only with this greyhound but with this race. There's Kel and Jackie. with those wonderful trophies which we had on display for the catching pen on Tuesday.
Just a question: how loud do you reckon the cheers going to be? I reckon Cal and Jackie are going to have to come upstairs to the crew's quarters up here, the event they got going on. Do you reckon they get a ticker tape parade when they walk in? Do you reckon they're going to be slapping on the back and giving them the handshakes all the way to the bar?
I think there'll be plenty of thanks for that one. Thanks, Kel. Thanks, Jackie. Thanks, wow, she's fast. And she'll be getting plenty of pats on the way home tonight. Wow, she's fast. Great performance, quite obviously. But yeah, Kel and Jackie are no strangers to success and no strangers to pats on the back.
No, not at all. And I'm sure they'll get plenty of those as they go upstairs later on tonight. I don't think either of them are big drinkers, so they certainly won't be getting as rowdy as what some of the boys are behind us at the moment, but a night to remember for them nonetheless.
Can Jax Bale win the next race, gents? $1.95 we're looking at. Great to see him get that easy kill in a small field last week. That was his first win since the 8th of September. That was, well, going back a long time ago, as we know. It's a 29.71 here, but gee, it was just good to see him back winning last start.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he's been a real pro of free-for-alls. I mean, anytime, Troy, you see him in the city card, more often than not, he's competing in a free-for-all in a good field and going well. I mean, he doesn't run bad races. No, and these greyhounds that back up every week into top class, they're doing it tough. They've got to go up against the best greyhounds going around most times in a race. So they're bound to find a little off-patch once in a while, and when they do, they can bounce back. And to see him bounce back last week, brilliant effort.
Absolutely. What about next best? We've got Baruga Smoke Chow. I adore this greyhound. He's got very fast first splits. He went 5.07 last week. That sort of early burn is what he needs to be right into this race. Just needs to get across from box 6 though. You've got Jax Bale on the inside, can show dash, as can even Providence Bale from the inside. How have you read the map for Baruga Smoke Patch?
I think he can go forward. He's a good beginner. There's not a raging amount of speed in this, and he's shown he can handle good fields like this. I mean, he went through a period of time where he was running a lot of placings and there was knockers out there saying he's getting into that type of dog where he's just going to run second or third. Doesn't have it to really go on and win as often as what he should, but he's put all those doubts and theories to bed over the past few starts where he's been terrific. He was good on Melbourne Cup night and the Cup night sprint, and then at the Meadows in his last start too. He really was challenged and ran on to win in pretty good time, still breaking and well and truly breaking 30 seconds. So he's a good dog, Troy. Yeah, look, I've been following this greyhound for quite a while. I remember when Brett and I had him, and I think he won first up at Bendigo in very, very fast time. He might have been 23.50s or something as a pup. This greyhound's definitely got plenty of ability, and I think he's becoming more and more of a race dog as time progresses, where he's learning to race better, finding the spots, and I think, well, I've got him on top tonight. I actually think he can put himself in this race. Jax Bale's going to be the biggest query, as we've already spoken about. We know how talented he is, but Baruga Smoke's that type of greyhound that I think we're going to keep seeing him improve gradually over time and refine his racing patterns.
Gee, I tell you what, eagerly anticipating futures markets coming out from Tab for next year's Phoenix, but also next year's Melbourne Cup. Can a Wow She's Fast still be around in 12 months?
Absolutely. It should be way better. Well, then come that time.
Well, the question is, though,
record that, Cat. Get that on recording.
Or do they keep her over the same trip? They may look for more ground. If they look for more ground, she could be one of the greatest stayers we've seen. She leads races over staying trips and runs like those sort of times. What's going to beat her? You've got to run the trip yet, and it's never done until it's done. She's got to actually do it on the track, but she's got all doors are open in front of her. I mean, this time next year, she won't even be near 3 years of age. No. So she has got loads and loads of time to go forward and improve. The only knock being a female greyhound is seasonal things holding her up.
There she is. Wow, she's fast. Still got some wonderful pictures of her. I don't know if Jackie and Kel are the types to parade her through the raucous crowd that are here tonight. But
it surprised me. I think Kel gets around those sort of things. Okay. Shani, so hopefully we do see her upstairs. But Kel's had a big opinion. I mean, we talk about how her longevity and how long she can stay competing and winning in these sort of races. I asked him probably 2 months ago. He had both Wow She's Fast and Zach Senedy side by side. And I said, does he worry you, talking about Zach Senedy? He said, yeah, big time. And obviously, they played out in the Top Gun. I said, what about her? He said, nah, not at all. She's right on the job. So, fair indication from one of the best judges in the business.
Well, 8:51, and we've had already 8 stellar races here at the Meadows. Let's get back to this 9th event, which is only 3 minutes away now. Oh, well, gee, Jack's Bale, that's a funny old move. $2.30 into $1.90, now back out to $2.20. $2.80 Baruga Smoke, $8 Indy Fido. We should probably touch on. Can he get across the 2, which is Jack's Bale? Wouldn't have thought. It does look to be a tougher ask.